Oh, good morning, folks. Do I have a treat for you all today? This again just literally fell into... I'm having a lucky streak these days, you know? This just fell into my lap. A friend of mine just showed up at the workshop where I normally go to, and we got to talking, and he said, you never been interested in an Accord SM4, have you? And I was like, what? You've got one? And he goes, yeah, I've got one, but I hardly use it. Would you be interested? I said, well, bring it over. Let me have a look. And he did. So yeah, folks, this is an Accord SM4 2-liter EX model, not the fuel injection, but the EX model. It has been completely maintained and totally maintained, full service history, 253,000 kilometers on the clock. I reckon it's about a 94, 95, maybe a 96 model. I'm not so sure, but this is the coolest thing. Check this out. Drop down AC. And yes, this comes from a time when car motors, if I'm not mistaken, car motors, not even Honda Malaysia yet, were really pushing hard on the Accord as being a contender for a Mercedes-Benz. Bullshit aside, no shit, I shit you not. They were actually positioning this car as a contender to a Mercedes-Benz. It's a 5-speed auto with power mode. Can you see that? Power mode and economy mode. Well, it says normal and sports, sorry. But the gearbox is so nice. The car still drives really well. It needs better tires. It's got Silverstone tires on it. Not my choice, but it's got it. Oh, everything's working. Everything works fine. Look at this. Look at the interior. I have to do a walk around. You have got to see it. And also why I say they were positioning this car to compete with a Mercedes-Benz. You will see that in a moment. But in the meantime, look at this interior. This velour. Velour was a big thing back in the day, okay? Yeah, there are some stains at the back there because this car has hardly been used. That's just mold from moisture that's collected in the car from lack of use. All things considered, 253,000 is actually quite low mileage. You have got to see this car from the outside. It is so amazing. This was it was not the top of the line SM4. Okay, that would be the EXI. This is not the top of the line SM4, but it's still damn good. And you know what? This car actually came with a manual transmission. There was actually a 5-speed manual gearbox variant available in this car. Yes, but it's got cruise control. Can you see that? Right there, cruise control with Chinese lettering on it. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is just so amazing. Check this out. Gearbox is still nice. Okay, the idle speed might be a little bit low because it's vibrating quite a lot, but the revs are working. The aircon is cold. This car needs to be used. This car definitely needs to be used. It's not been used a lot. Let's see if that little diagram. I love these little diagrams. The diagrams that show you whether your car door is open or not. Let's see if it works. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. This car's got an auto lock system. So let me just open it there. Yeah, it works. Can you see? Can you see? No, it doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? It should work. Come on, Accord. You can do better than that. Okay, the diagram's not working, but hey, small potatoes. Small potatoes. Let's see this car from the outside. Power windows all round. And you can tell the difference between the top of the line and the baseline, if I'm not mistaken, by the fact that the bumper is not painted. The front and rear bumpers are not painted. Okay, it's not body color. But this is what I mean about car motors trying to position this car as an alternative to a Mercedes-Benz. Look at that emblem at the back. Does that not look very familiar? Even the font is pretty much the same. Oh man, look at this car. This is so 90s, this design, this square box design. And this is one of the reasons why you shouldn't go for cheap tint, okay? Yeah. This is one of the main reasons why you should not go for cheap tint. This is what happens with cheap tint. It's horrible, horrible shit. So don't do that, okay? Yep, it had a parking pole, but it's not working anymore. This is when you were parking, you could activate that pole and it would go up and it would show you manually where the edge of your bumper was. But look at this. Oh, the SM4, I've always been a fan. I'll give you a bit of trivia. When this car first came out, long time ago, we called it Diamond Eyes. We called this car the Diamond Eyes Honda Accord. That was its name, because it was one of the first cars to actually have those kind of headlights. The clear cover with the reflectors clearly seen on the inside. So nice, look at that. The body is still straight. Even the back parcel shelf, you can't see it, but I'll show it to you from the inside. Even the back parcel shelf is not torn or faded, or I'm sure that's been redone. There's no way this car could have survived 20 years with the parcel shelf still looking like that. Yeah, this is just, don't be afraid, this is just mold that can easily be taken off. Okay, this is what happens when moisture gathers in the car and it's not being used for too long. It needs to be aired out every once in a while. This is why I always air out my cars. If you notice, there are some videos where I air out my cars. This is what I mean and why airing out cars is very, very important. Oh, check that out. Still got the original tire pressure system, tire pressure sticker. Nice. So cool. Yes, so just a very, very quick video on this beautiful SM4. Anybody interested? Make an offer in the comments. What would you pay for this car? Yes. Oh, so nice. I love this. This is a party trick that I absolutely adore. Look at that. Drop down AC vents. So cool. Okay, gotta go. It's an automatic 5-speed with the normal and sport. Yes sirree. Yes sirree. I've always loved the SM4, and it's not difficult to see why. Coming up to a speed hump. No sounds, no clackety clacks. This car has been very well maintained. Even the steering wheel, if you notice, there are some old cars where the steering wheel, you can twist the top because the material has actually delaminated from the metal frame inside. But not this car. Oh, it's so nice. Do I need an automatic in my life? I don't have an automatic in my life. So, yeah. Power steering still feels good. There's a little bit of catch, but not much. Make an offer. Don't say I never give you anything. Make an offer. You want this car? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nice one. I was mistaken, folks. This is a fuel injected unit. Look at that. PGM-F1. When Honda was actually doing the banging on their Formula 1 technology. Here we go, 16 valve Honda Motor Company. Look at that. I thought this was the carbureted unit, but no. So that means, if I'm not mistaken, the previous owner might have changed the bumpers, because I'm pretty sure the top of the line fuel injected units came with the body colored bumpers, or maybe all of them did. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. I can't really remember. It was a long time ago, but you can see this car has been very well taken care of. It's fully original. Look at that. Damn. What a car. And that's the original color there as well. So basically a lot of non-use. I think this car needs to be used. This car needs to be driven. Still got the original sticker up there, but it's faded. I can't see it. And here's the other original sticker right there. Look at that. Caution. Precaution. Achtung. Even in German. Wow. So this car has been maintained right here at Benzone in Klanajaya. So it is in tip-top condition. The battery is pretty much brand new. I just saw a receipt for it in the glove box. About 1,500 has been spent just to keep this car going, just to keep it running on the road beautifully. So yeah, there we go. Honda Accord SM4. Original wheels, original wheel caps. What a stunner. Real stunner. Very, very impressed. I need to show you the interior again. This interior is just sublime. Don't forget, this was one of the cars, period, during the mid-90s. And it has survived so well. This is a very safe design that will still look good in about 10 years to come, easily. There we go. There it is. Gorgeous. Hey, you know what? If the seller lets me have the number, I might buy this. I gotta stop buying cars, folks. I can't keep doing this, although I love doing it. It's like a hobby. I should just stick to collecting my 163 Hot Wheels. Can't keep collecting cars. No. So, okay, folks, if I buy this, who's gonna buy my SE Corolla and SE Bluebird? Anybody? Anybody? God, I almost forgot to mention, guys and gals. This is the model with the double wishbone suspension. That's why they were so banging so hard on the Formula One. The Formula One technology that goes in, because of its double wishbone suspension all round. Another thing I heard, and I'm not sure if it's true or not, but if you had an accident or you clipped the curb or whacked into a curb or something, it is impossible to get the wishbone suspension back to normal again. Double wishbone suspension all round. Yes, one of the most important things about this car that I almost forgot to mention. Okay, see? Even the center cap is Honda and it's pointed straight up. This is a sign. This is a sign from God telling me to buy this car.